can you tell someone living there? You see those cages. Okay, mainly to protect them from stones. But this is how you can tell there's someone living in this house. If I'm not mistaken, there are 5 families living in this row. And if you go next to the doors, you can see that the doors are welded off. It's impossible to open the doors. So basically this road was closed from 2000 to 2006, okay? Most of the time during the Palestinian uprising. And in 2005, a human rights organization here in Hebron went to the Israeli court to ask them how come there's a street in Hebron Palestinians are not allowed to walk. And the army responds with a set of maps. Okay, the army says something very, very interesting on their part. They're saying, listen, during that very, very violent time, there was a lot of miscommunications. Many orders were not given right. Okay, there was a lot of confusion. There were a lot of incidents, violent incidents here. This is the map of Hebron right now. Okay, they're showing them a map of Hebron. Where Palestinians are not allowed to open shops, are not allowed to ride cars, but there are no streets on their maps where Palestinians are not allowed to walk. There are no red roads in the maps of the army. Everyone in Hebron knows Palestinians are not allowed to walk here. This is not secret. The settlers knows, the army knows, Palestinians know they're not allowed to walk here. So activists are coming here with a camera. Okay, there's a military post ahead. They're coming to the military post. Of course, the soldiers tell the Palestinians you're not allowed to walk from here. Okay, everything is filmed. And they go back to the Israeli court with this video, showing the evidence that Palestinians are not allowed to walk on the street. And then the army answers to the organization called ACRI, Association of Human Rights in Israel, of Civilian Rights in Israel. I'm going to translate it from the answer of the army. Those of you who speak Hebrew, I can show you afterwards by yourself. And the subject of the letter from the army to the Palestinians is that. The subject: prevention of movement in the city of Hebron. Upon receiving your letter, a very thorough check was conducted. We went around and checked your claims. In your letter, you claimed that on that street we're standing right now, Palestinians are not allowed to walk. Moreover, you claimed that the turn from the Shuhada Street, where we are right now, to the gold market and the chicken market are blocked. In that matter, let me inform you that after a check we have conducted with the military officers in this area, we found out that indeed, by mistake, the movement of Palestinians were not allowed on this road. The army said after 6 years of this road being closed, that it was closed by mistake. In that matter, let me inform you that new orders were given in these days, allowing Palestinians to walk on the street after they are being physically checked. Right? We have a letter from the army saying it was a mistake. Palestinians will go on the street. With that letter, those Palestinian activists are coming back to the military post up ahead. With this letter, the activists are coming back to the post, showing this to the soldier, telling them, look, the army says we can walk here. The army says, not me. The soldiers look at it, understand that something new is happening here, and goes on the radio with his commander, goes with his commander, everyone's trying to check out what's going on. And in the end, they are allowed to walk on the street. After that, they are being physically checked. And this goes on like that for 3 days. After 3 days, a new order is given, when Palestinians are not allowed to walk on the street again.
אל תתרגעו. אסור לו יותר לקדם.
איום די ברור, אני חושב.
אסור, זה שטח פרטי, אז מה הסיבה? תודה.
אוקיי, יוליה?
רגע, בבית שלך ימות שלם.
יוליה?
זה שטח פרטי.
We're now standing right by the second settlement. It's called Bet Romano, which is mostly yeshiva. When I said between 700 to 800 settlers living here, I think around 250 of them are not actually living here, but are studying here. Okay, this is not their place of living. And on the other side, behind this barrack, this used to be, if you take a pic from the hall there, that used to be the gold market. And what we see ahead of us, in front of us, after this fence, this is the Palestinian side. Okay? Not H1, the Palestinian side. Basically the edges of the Kasbah, of the old city. And I think what's very interesting about that is that even though this is not, for Palestinians are allowed to walk behind this fence, there aren't that many people in this area. The entire market, the entire life that was here was copied and pasted deeper inside. If you ask settlers here in Hebron, I don't know if you saw the signs that put up. There are many of them. They keep claiming, using the claim of 3%. We are only 3% of the city. Why are you doing those tours for? What are you doing those tours for? They have 97% of the city. We are not allowed to go to the other 97% of the city. And if we're talking about facts right now, yes, this entire area we just went from, we're going to go through further on, that's only 3% of the city. When we're talking about 3% of the city, let's talk about 3% of what part of the city. We're talking about 3% of the city used to be the main market, the main street in Hebron. Has any of you ever been in Tel Aviv? Allenby Street. Basically the same thing. The central bus station used to be behind this building. So it's not just 3% of street in the outskirts of the city. We're talking about 3% in the middle of the city.
Israeli government, but
Said we have
they
papers,
live
they
on
own the
Jewish
house.
land.
Why is it
Small
not
detail.
documented? How do we know that?
סליחה חבר'ה?
מה זה? הידיים שלי. I'm going to move on to the Palestinian center right now. Please come with me. And stay with me. Don't mix with the other groups, okay?
Running away from the facts. If you have a question, I'm ready to
can ask
answer.
the guy
If you want to
whenever you
hear
want.
the second side,
Many answers for everything.
he's getting a big salary from the European
Look
Union.
online.
If you want to hear the second side, I'm ready to answer every question you land.
That's what they are there for.
You have questions? I'm going to answer every question.
Page one. Basically, the city, as we said, the second largest Palestinian city, a very large city. And the city market was copied. I wanted just to pay attention to a few things along the road. And if you remember, I told you that there aren't just military posts in H2. There are also military posts on the Palestinian side. If you look over there, for example, I don't know if you see it from here, there is also a military post within the Palestinian side.